How much is it now?
28 million dirhams.
Wow.
That was the biggest mistake of my life financially.
The 9 to 5 is not gonna save your life, all right? It's not gonna save your life. You're gonna be living average, you're gonna have the same money, the same salary, the same grocery, and you're not gonna change.
Don't you dare say that.
That's why I would never buy cash. Even property, I would never buy cash. I don't understand why people don't use financing. The richest people in the world know how to use debt to their advantage.
Bro, 60,000 dirhams got me a valet parking right in front of Versace. And your 400,000 dirhams is all going to the basement. Corollas. I paid Forbes or I paid Entrepreneur to promote myself, yes. But I'm not gonna go and tell the world, hey, I got featured. Hey, check me out. Yodo or Mom, I made it. No, you didn't make it. True.
Has you speaking facts publicly on social media ever cost you anything?
Oh, bro, it cost me everything. I'm still paying the price for being real. I'm still paying the price for being authentic. Welcome to the
My pod.
Me and Alex the Bear, the money guy.
The money man.
The money man.
Still don't have enough money, but we're getting there, bro. And we're trying to help.
Bro, you drive, listen, I'm going to say it straight. You drive a G-Wagon.
Habibi, Andy, Honda Accord. What am I in today? Honda Accord, bro. Humble Honda, always, my man. The G-Wagon is there when you need to flex. Okay? But the Honda Accord is my baby.
But see, is it leased?
Of course.
I like that. I like
for sure,
that.
man.
I like that.
You know what? I would never buy that car fully cash, ever. Why? Because I can make more money with the balance. So let's say that car costs you $100,000. Okay? At the bank, I need $20,000, and then I have the monthly payment on the installments. I can then take the $80,000 and I can invest it and get a return. That's why I would never buy cash. Even property, I would never buy cash. I don't understand why people don't use financing. The richest people in the world know how to use debt to their advantage.
I keep saying that.
In fact, the richest people in the world are so smart that the bank, it's actually interesting. They owe so much money to the bank that the bank can't afford to screw them over. That's when you get to the big boy level.
That's what I always say, Alex. I tell people, they're like, what do you think? I'm going to get a mortgage. I'm going to buy a flat. I was like, wait, let me tell you something. I'm Emirati. I still didn't buy anything. I don't own any house. I'll tell you why. That's the old mentality of your mom and dad, my mom and dad. Get a job, buy a house, get a mortgage. But that was in the 90s, bro.
Yeah.
Now, if I have, for example, let's say 3 million, Alex, if you have 3 million dirhams, would you put it in a Benghazi apartment for off-plan for 3 years? And then you're going to get like what, 8 to 12% ROI? Is it a loss of money because the inflation is going every year for 3 years and you're getting 12? You're deflated.
Yeah, of course.
Your money is frozen.
Net, your money. Look, property is a great asset class.
If you have over $200 million, yes, buy 3, 4, 5, a dozen.
No, it's a great asset class. My biggest mistake I ever made when it came to property was not buying an apartment in Mamsha in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
Coming out of COVID, I had an opportunity to buy a 3-bedroom looking onto the most beautiful beach in Saadiyat for 6.1 million dirhams.
How much is it now?
28 million dirhams.
Wow.
That was the biggest mistake of my life financially. Okay, so I can't criticize
not every property
no,
is like that.
Again,
that's a hit.
Exactly.
Right?
So in life, you need to diversify. You need to have a bit of risk in property. You need to have a bit of risk in your business. Your business is a risk.
100%.
Okay, you need to have some risk in the stock market. You need to have some risk in crypto as well. You need to be diversified because when one hits, good. Like now, gold is about to hit 5,000.
Crazy.
Unheard of, bro. Freaking heard of. Okay. But guess what? Everyone who was a gold bull for the past 10 years when it was doing nothing is now like, I told you that.
Bali, Bali.
Yo, what's up? What's up, baby? Yeah.
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
But they waited, no? It was patience.
Sure, but there's also a chance that it didn't do this, right? Like it's the same with Bitcoin. It's the same with everything. What you need to understand is that you need to have a little bit of everything because when something pops, good. And then what you need to do, be able to have the balls to sell.
True.
Just as the same balls to hold. Anyways, let's...
True. But let me bring that subject of, gambling with your money, savings. As a young crypto kid, let's say, a crypto kid, those kids, they're willing to gamble all that money. Because let's be honest, crypto is gambling. You never know what's going to happen, right?
I never use
the
G word. I don't use the G word like that.
But you know what I mean, right?
It's high risk. High risk.
Very high risk. And for you, as a young man, 20, 25, 28, 30, you're thinking of that high gamble and you want to shortcut the road of going and being successful by hard work. What does that tell you about the society? I'll tell you what does it tell you. It tells you that this young man is not believing in the society anymore. Loans are getting more. Interest rates are getting higher. His salary is not barely even covering him. Saving? Pfft. Bro, they can't save. I can't save. I'm trying my very best only to save and be okay. But it's very hard. So you have a business in that. So for you as a young man to believe in that, bro, that's sad. Because I'm saying this for one reason. The 9 to 5 is not going to save your life. All right? It's not going to save your life. You're going to be living average. You're going to have the same money, the same salary, the same grocery, and you're not going to change. Unless you hit the C-level suite, you're a COO, okay, you're a career guy, you love that. We understand. But for the average guy who's a senior manager of Carrefour, yeah, or some guy who works paralegal in the IFC, dude, 25, 35K, what are you going to do?
I'll tell you what, man. The one thing you need to learn is that as you make more money, you shouldn't upgrade your life. And this is like, I was just sitting now with a very close friend of mine. He is extremely wealthy and he's fucking broke. Not broke, but like he doesn't have any money in his bank account because he has this payment, he has this, he got a bigger car.
Are you like that?
I'm not like that.
No, entrepreneurs are like that. Listen, if I get money tomorrow, right? If I get just like that, I won lottery of Dubai duty free, 1 million dirhams, right? I know where it's gonna go.
Where?
Well, 25% is going to go to R&D department, my research and development in the tech company. All right? 25% is going to go.
But this is different, man. I'm talking.
No, but if you tell me now, do you have liquidity? I'll tell you no, bro.
Yeah, I know, but you're investing.
Am I wealthy? Yes.
Yeah, you don't have liquidity because you're investing in your business. That's a bit different to somebody who has a job.
Not only in the business. So I have 40%
okay, break it
of that
down.
money.
Okay, you got 1 million. Where's it going?
Okay, 40% of that
I
1
give you
million.
1 million now.
All right, let me tell you again.
25 R&D. You can't take that back. You just said
250,
it.
250.
Yeah, 25%.
250,000.
I'm going to write this down. Okay.
Write it down.
Okay.
Write it down.
Okay, R&D. All right.
Okay.
No.
250,000 will go to marketing. Just extra for like that. Campaigns for seasons.
Okay.
All right. 400,000. Oh, you're going to love that. 400,000 is going to go.
Don't tell me a gym membership.
No.
I will be a member in every gym.
400,000 is going to go, I call it burn money. It's going to go branding.
Okay, so what does that entail? Actually, no, finish it. No, we're at 900 now. What's next?
That's it. 100,000.
You have 100 left. Give it to Alex.
Dry powder.
Petty cash.
Dry powder. You keep dry powder for because that 100,000
a rainy day.
No, if there is a dip, at least I have dry powder, the 100,000, so I can
Buy
make more.
the dip, baby.
Right, and then you make a little bit more money, so
Yeah.
you can, I'll keep something like dry powder. That's what I call it.
Okay, so what are you gonna do with the burn money?
I'm gonna do exactly what the modern day media does in PR. I'm gonna buy articles in Entrepreneur, Forbes. I'm not gonna buy in the local media.
How much does an article cost?
Do you want to go into that? Really?
I'm curious because I've never done that. I've never done PR. I've never bought an article for myself. If you Google me right now, it says internet personality or something like that. And it's just Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So I've never done that. And I think in my new business that I'm in, which is in financial markets and trading and all of that, being in a reputable publication can have a lot of benefit. So I am curious.
So we're talking about before it used to be, the editor.
Yeah.
He will write an article about you and then it goes into a piggy bank of articles, right? From all the editors in the newspaper or the publication. And then they sit with the editor-in-chief and then they nominate. That was in the 90s, beginning of 2000, right? And it was totally free, right? They nominate you, you get it. Now everything is digital. Unfortunately, you have to pay for it. And listen, we all know it. We all know it. Yeah, you pay for that shit.
Everything you have to pay
Listen,
for in
all of
life.
them.
And
I'm
the
not gonna
older you
mention
get,
names.
hold on, the older you get, the more you realize that you have to pay for everything in one way or another. It could be a direct payment.
Or indirect.
It could be an indirect payment.
Exactly.
But either way, there's an exchange of value, which at one point in time,
You have to pay it. Yeah, but
Cash.
listen, for me, when I go and I have PR article, I'm not going to say, I got featured. Cut the bullshit. You didn't get featured. No, this is my marketing money. So I paid Forbes or I Paid Entrepreneur to promote myself, yes. But I'm not going to go and tell the world, hey, I got featured. Hey, check me out. Yodo or Mom, I made it. No, you didn't make it. You paid for it. You made the payment. You didn't make it in life. So
But
I have to make that clear. So when people buy those articles, please say that it's marketing money. Don't say I got featured.
Yeah,
you got featured with your money.
I agree. That's not the right way to go around it.
That's that.
Another thing I think which is interesting is that the world and life is a game of perceptions, and you need to control your narrative. Otherwise, somebody else will control it for you. So being featured in a Forbes or being featured in an entrepreneur magazine, what you create on content and all of that, the way you show up, the way you dress, the items you have. Like, for example, why do I drive a G-Wagon? Because I want my image to be associated with that. You know, I mean, that's why you buy anything.
Status.
You know what I mean? But for the same money, I could have bought a sports car.
Look, I mean, okay, right.
So why did I choose to have something which is slightly more understated for my personal brand or my branding or whatever, versus having something which is very loud and flashy? Your average person would go and buy a McLaren, right? Like I said, dude, what are you doing?
Dude, that's the podcast.
You can vape on the podcast?
I mean, it's not illegal.
What flavor is it?
It's mango melon. It's cute.
That is. Give me that mango melon.
Mango melon.
Anyways, circling back, like your average 23, 24-year-old is going to buy a 720S, which you could buy for roughly the same price, which break down all the time, doesn't really work.
But the status is in the G-Wagon, bro. Right?
Exactly.
We know
it's understated status. And the reason why it has this image, I believe, is because His Highness chose that car to drive.
True.
And if it's good enough for him, man, then that means something. You know what I mean? That's in my opinion. So
and His Highness got impressed with it when he tried it in the desert. Bro, it's powerful.
Yeah,
it's not only a show for the street. It's good on the street. It's a class. But it's a beast as well.
I can't afford to put mine in the desert.
Fire, it's boss. It's not no joke. It goes head to head with Land Cruisers and Nissan Patrols. It's not like
Wallah, my dream is next year in Liwa Festival to take a Cullinan and go up.
Yo, but I mean,
with Fry podcast on either side. That'll be marketing. That'll be sick.
That's fucking branding, bro.
Yeah, that's brand
burn
place.
money. That's my burn money.
There you go. That's your 400 burn
that's
money.
The burn
All right,
I'm gonna try things.
Let's go on to the next subject.
Before we go, look, we're still talking about wealth. I'm an ignorant when it comes to watches, but I know your watch looks. I see celebrities wear it. What the is that, bro? Honestly, okay.
It's called an Audemars.
I'm gonna fry you a little bit, yeah.
It's fine. It's called It's called an Audemars Piguet.
Marvin Gaye. Sorry,
okay. It's gonna for someone of ignorance. You could call it an AP.
AP. Okay, AP.
And don't tell me it doesn't look beautiful.
It looks amazing. I like the matte finish. Attention. That's why I said it. But see, for me, I have the Huawei. For me, it's good because
so I also have. In fact, the richest people don't wear expensive watches.
Really? I thought everyone does, bro. Look at the celebrities.
Celebrities, but they're peacocking. The really rich people, really rich.
Apple.
They have an Apple Watch. Or the really hold on. The really rich don't have a watch.
Yeah.
They're trying to, they don't want anyone to
think
see
of the time, exactly.
No, they're like, please, they don't think of the time. Their schedule is already done and they're like, please, I don't want to grab attention. So that's why don't get fooled by like the G-Wagon and this watch and that doesn't mean anything, man.
It's a status.
It's a status symbol. It's something I enjoy. I enjoy watches. Like when I bought this, each watch, I only have 2 expensive watches and each watch I have was at a very like critical point in time of my life, which I bought myself as a memory of that time. And every time I look at this watch, it reminds me of something, usually a struggle or a difficult period which I overcame. So it has sentimental value. And my dream is to give this to my son. Wow. Like I want him to enjoy it.
That would be classic as
Exactly.
Wow.
So that's why I like watches.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But see, for example, for me, if I want to show status, like for example, I mean, I don't know if you've seen my car. The Smart, the little fridge. It's like a mini fridge. You know those little fridges that you put in your room for your guests with Red Bull and chocolates?
Yeah.
That's my car.
Nice.
And people look at me and I pull up in Versace in Atlantis Royale. And I was driving to Versace Hotel. Listen to that story, yeah? We're pulling up together. We're going to the pool. And a Tuesday was ladies' day. We're like, we're going to go rip this last summer. So he's driving his Range Rover. And I'm driving behind him with my Smart, right? So we get to the valet. He's in front of me. Valet guy opens the door. Hi, sir. Hi, sir. He gives him the ticket. He goes. I pull up. He opens the door. He's like, oh my God, sir, your car is so beautiful. I was like, really? You want to try it? It's like, no, thank you, sir. Sir, can I keep it in the front of the gate, in front of the door of the Versace hotel? I was like, of course, bro. He puts it right in the fucking middle of the Versace Valley Parking Hotel entrance, next to the Lamborghinis and the Bugattis.
Gotta respect that.
I go to the guy, my friend is fuming. He's like, oh, no, you happy? I was like, bro, 60,000 dirhams. Got me a Valley parking right in front of Versace. And you're 400,000 dirhams is going to the fucking basement with the Corollas, you mother.
It's crazy.
So see, sometimes, and honestly, that's smart. I bought it. Before that, I had a big truck. I had a Tahoe SUV, huge one.
I feel like Tahoe would suit you.
The XL one, I had it. But then, you know, when you're an entrepreneur and you reach to the rock bottom, which we'll talk about in the next episode, the last thing that I had to sell was my car. So I was like, all right.
I have a story about that after as well.
So I was like, all right, since I'm broke, I'm brokey now, literally. I'm gonna downgrade myself, and I'm aware with it, and I'm acknowledging it. But if I'm gonna downgrade, let me downgrade with style. I mean, I can downgrade. I can, with the same money, I can buy a Corolla or a Camry, right? But then the Corolla or the Camry, no one is gonna look at it. Again, that's branding. But when a puffed up guy comes out from that small car in front of a mall or anything, everyone is going to look. Even if they're going to laugh, but that's your branding. They will never forget your face.
There's a very interesting video that I watched yesterday, and hopefully we can pull it up on the screen here when we go to post edit. And the guy was saying, actually, let me pull it up. I want to actually watch it again, and I'm going to show you.
Attention beats marketing 1,000% of the time. You can market, and talk. But what's going to get attention? Most people have a marketing plan, but you have an attention plan. There's difference. When you create attention, you're doing something no one else has done before. That's what gets attention. Marketing doesn't get attention unless it's different. And so like, all right, what are we going to do to create attention? And so we had to name the team contest.
You see, that's
and the guy's in a yellow suit. But
you see,
that's so powerful, man. Attention.
Bro, our
it's
currency
not marketing.
Now, unfortunately,
Attention.
attention. You buy attention, you buy followers, likes. It's the dopamine, bro. That's what's ruining the Gen Z, bro.
So I want to circle back to this concept of having to downgrade as an entrepreneur. And as a human, it's so easy to upgrade your life. It's very, very difficult to downgrade. And a lot of expats move to Dubai. They see the lush lifestyle.
They live the local style.
They have the
credit
card, Louis Vuitton, and all of
Bali.
that. And then they leave with no money.
Debt. They
And
can't come back
debt.
to Dubai
Exactly.
for 150,000 dirhams on a credit card.
Exactly.
You cheap mother. You lost the vision of Dubai. You will never be able to come back for $100,000. Idiot. If you're gonna hustle $40 million, $50 million, I'll say, all right, this guy's a hustler.
Yeah.
100,000 dirhams.
It's a joke.
Idiots.
But that's why, if you're smart, you can make the UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, everywhere in the UAE, you can make it work for you, and you can really make a beautiful life here.
Produce.
Exactly.
Produce. Don't
People
be a
are here to
fucking
consume,
weight. Their
man.
load. Their dead load weight.
Produce and get their credit card spent. That's their problem at the end of the day. Anyway, circling back to downgrading your life, I remember I had C63 AMG. I'm going to pull a picture up here as well. I'm going to send it in post-production. Man, this was my darling, bro.
Yeah.
Perfect spec. You had the pearl white, glittering, perfectly AMG color, which was an extra cost. I didn't buy it new. I bought secondhand. You had the black and red interior. I had an X pipe on it, which made that V8 sound.
Wow.
Like, man, I'm getting just thinking about it, man. And I remember when I opened the second Burger 28.
Sharjah.
No, was in Abu Dhabi. So the first one was Mohammed bin Zayed City. The next one was in Abu Dhabi,
Okay.
Shara Matar Street.
Oh, yeah.
I had to sell that car to make the payment. And I sold it. And one of my very close friends, he told me, he's like, when you sold that car to make sure and downgrade, I downgraded. He's like, I respected that a lot, man. And I have a lot of respect for people and entrepreneurs who are like, you know what? I'm happy to downgrade because I need that cash.
You got to do it.
Because one day maybe I'll be able to upgrade. And that is so important. So number one, make sure you don't let lifestyle creep too much.
Exactly.
And number two, be prepared to downgrade if you need to try and get back up to the top again. So
exactly.
Sir,
I totally agree with this.
On this money topic, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Let's go. Shoot.
So for all our listeners listening right now, if they wanted to be a millionaire in 2 years, where would they start?
Oh.
In your perspective of masculinity, because that's kind of your sweet spot.
Well, bro, the first thing that I'm going to say, start with yourself. Get up early, make your bed. It sounds stupid, I know, but trust me. You break your ego when you do things. It's the whole thing about, you're sitting depressed at home because you broke up or you're broke or you don't know what you do your life. You work hard from Monday to Friday. Friday you go party with your friend, hungover on Sunday. You're on that circle. You're on that circle and you know you're there. So my advice to you, be alone for a little bit. Alex, you went through solitude too. You know that solitude, this is what opens the horizon in your brain and you come up with ideas. Because if you're always surrounded with these friends, the yes man friends, let's go man, let's go travel to Thailand man, let's go get drunk man and party and all that shit.
Just one point on the Thailand thing. Whenever somebody comes to me and they're like, Wallah, Thailand finan.
Wallah qasam billah.
I have a massive question mark, bro, because I know what's in Thailand. Why do you love Thailand so much?
Yeah, it's cheap. All right, it's cheap.
Yeah, but what else?
Islands.
What else is in Thailand?
Crazy shit.
Question mark.
Crazy shit, bro. But start saving. If you can, for example, bro, I live in a very normal, average building in Business Bay. I can live in the Palm if I want to, but I learned something from. Some mentor taught me this. If I can live in a 1 million villa, I'll live in 500,000 apartment. And if I made money and now I'm making 2 million, I'll live in 1 million. I'm always having that money in the tank because you never know what you want to do. So now that money, the research and development, bro, for me, honestly, 90% of that money goes to waste. Why? Because me and my team, we're researching things. We're trying mobile apps. We outsource some coders sometimes. We try automations that we paid some white label software and then it's useless. So, but it's research and development because let's be honest, bro, I'm 43 years old. In order for me to catch up with the Gen Z generation, they're smart ass motherfuckers. So in order for me to stay with them and keep up with the knowledge and the AI and all this technology, I have to learn.
Yeah.
Now, if I equip myself with the knowledge that they have, they don't have the same mental toughness that I have. Bro, they're honestly, with all due respect to all of them, some of them are tough, but some of them are a bunch of pussies, bro. They give up right away. If I go head to head with them, if they have a contract and we got the bid, and I took it 2 times, they give up on that bid. They don't bid anymore. They're like, fuck it. Arbab Technology is always taking it. No, just bring something better to the table so you can get it.
Yeah.
So now in order for you to succeed, bro, so easy. After 2021, bro, from your house with your laptop, you can do something.
There's a video, again, I want to pull it up, and we will pull it up in post-production, where you have...
Stay home, man. Stay home and do your thing. Good luck to you. I wish you all the luck in the world. There's going to be a small group of hungry savages out there that are going to run every one of you over. And you can sit home and you can cry and complain about how you didn't get yours and it's because this person had this opportunity that you didn't have. It's all bullshit crybaby stuff.
The founder of UFC, Dana White, talking about, did you see that video? Where he's basically like, it's if you are relentless and you are driven, you will win, because it's just the whole world is full of a bunch of pedantic pussies.
Exactly.
Who are just not willing to put their neck on the line. They're scared what other people think. And you'll just run circles around them if you're relentless and you're a killer.
Exactly.
So you need to have that mentality. And for everyone who's I also feel like social media is full of wealth porn. And it's negative wealth porn. And I think one of the most important things for me, as I see my son growing up, he's 8 months old now, and he obviously doesn't know what's going on really, but I want him to grow up in a world where he doesn't look at other people and think there's no opportunity for him, but to grow up in a world where he sees that there is this abundance of opportunity. Like social media, if it's used properly, can give you so many opportunities. The internet, YouTube, man, you have the whole library of Alexandria on YouTube if you speak English.
True.
It is insane. You can learn anything in the world if you put yourself the right mentality. You hunker down and you work hard. You can be anyone you want to be in the world, and don't let anybody tell you you can't.
100%.
Okay,
yeah.
so answer the question.
So
from your perspective of masculinity, what would you tell somebody to become a millionaire in 2 years who's watching this podcast?
One thing. Unlearn what society and your parents taught you when you were a kid. And I'm not saying...
And what did they teach you as a kid?
And I'm not saying forget about the manners and the principles and values. I'm saying whatever they taught you about money, consider it outdated. Look at AI. It updates every day with information. the information chip that your family gave you, it used to work back in the day.
It doesn't work today.
My dad was a policeman and my mom was a housewife. We are 10 siblings, 7 sisters, 3 brothers, bro.
MashaAllah.
We're big family from Sharjah, that style, big local family. It was one salary, bro. It was my dad's salary and he was covering the house, and we had 2 houses and 1 mortgage, and we travel once a year. 10 of us, 8 of us sometimes. 1. We did that calculation through the R&D department, the one I have. The money that my dad used to survive with 10 siblings and the house and everything, now if the same amount, we convert it to 2025, sorry, 2 kids only.
Yeah.
2 kids.
Why is that? Inflation.
But look at the inflation. And you're sitting and you look at these people sitting at home, doing nothing, chilling, watching TikTok. And he's like, but I don't know, like, what should I do? I'm waiting for that epiphany to come. The idea is like, the idea never comes, bro. Did you just wake up in the morning, it's like, okay, I'm going to do Burger 28? No, I'm sure you had a lot of trials, a lot of business plans before that. And when you ended up with Burger 28, that's when you decided on it, right? It wasn't the first thing, that Burger 28, right?
I think no, it's not. I've done many business. I've never worked for anybody in my life. Okay. I've never taken a salary. Since the day I left university, I've never taken a salary. I've always had to figure out my own way.
Respect.
And actually, my wife the other day was asking me like, "Isn't that scary?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's scary."
Yeah.
But I learned one thing, very important lesson in COVID, and it's stuck with me. And it's a bit of a curse in a way, because a lot of people say that you need to rakkaz, like focus on one thing. And yes, you need to focus on one thing, but when you were in the F&B industry, and I remember vividly, I was on the Corniche in Abu Dhabi. I was walking because we were allowed to go for walks between certain times in the morning, or I can't remember what it was. It wasn't as fierce lockdown as Dubai. And I got a message that in Dubai, you were not allowed to have any more dine-in customers. They were only allowed delivery. Okay. And at that point,
that was the dead part.
At that point, 95%, thank you very much. 95% of my revenue was dine-in. Okay? So I'm like, this is going to
improvise, right?
This is going to crush my business. And at that point, I was like, literally, your business could go to zero. Like, you have staff, you have rent, you have utilities, you have all of this. And at that point, I said, I'll never be reliant on just one income, even though it wasn't a salary. It was one business.
True.
So now I have maybe 5 or 6 incomes. Little bits and pieces.
That's
here.
the way it works.
And then I'm working on other things. And I think when I speak to more and more people now since COVID, since the US printed so much money and we've had inflation, which we've never experienced in our lives. Okay, yes, there's desperation in a lot of places.
And look at the geopolitical situation right now. You never know where your money is. No. Silver, gold, bro. Look at the record. What's happening, bro? So you see, that's why I tell people, salary, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You don't have cash money. You don't have emergency money. Whatever savings you have, you need to have certain assets. Now, I think we have to wrap it up. I have one more question for you. And after that, you have one question for me. And we close that. Yeah. You're a married man, Alex.
Yes.
I'm divorced before. Now I have multiple wives, which people don't like to hear. But in your opinion, you're a married man.
Yes.
What do high value men really want in a woman today?
High value man want in a woman. First, you want a woman who you can see like take care of your kids and raise them with the proper foundation.
How will you find her earlier? How will you know she's the one? That's where the guys struggle. They don't know how to choose. They go for the prettiness. They go for the looks. They go for the aesthetics.
You need to go, when it comes to looks, you want to go for a woman who's naturally beautiful. Like she walks in, you look once, you look away, but then
aura.
She catches your eye, and then you look at her, and the way she moves is beautiful. The way she holds herself, the way she looks, the way that it's this beautiful symphony of everything. And you have women like that, and then you have women that you look and everything is big, everything is showing. If a woman has to show too much skin, that, for me, that's of course, as a man, you can't help but look, okay?
Yeah.
But it's a turnoff, and that's an indication, what's that insecurity that she needs to show that much skin to be beautiful or to be wanted by the opposite sex? So that's one. A woman who has that aura and has that. A woman who has the same values as you. I think that's important. And then last but not least, you need a woman who you can trust.
Amen, brother. Which is very hard, rare commodity that you find with women now.
Now,
all right?
To wrap this up, I've watched your content. Okay, when you asked to do this podcast with me, I said yes because you are out there, and you do grab attention. We spoke about how intention is important.
True.
And there's topics that you cover that I don't want to cover, number one, myself. And I think that the compliment between us, that you have that perspective and my perspective, is interesting for an audience. And that's why we did it. So you are very bold, you're very outspoken, and you speak facts. But sometimes, kind of like Andrew Tate, you speak facts that offend people.
True.
Okay?
True.
Has you speaking facts publicly on social media ever cost you anything?
Oh, bro. It cost me everything. I'm still paying the price for being real. I'm still paying the price for being authentic.
How is that?
I mean, look at it from that side. When I chose the name Arbab, which is a slang word for, in Emirati, means the big boss, for me to choose that name from certain entities, I wasn't allowed to get it. Why? Because, no, you can't have a name like that, like straight in the face.
Yeah. Attention.
I'm not going to give it to you. I'm sitting with a guy who is Emirati like me, who's supposed to support Emirati entrepreneurs and with a big chair and position. And he tells me, looks me in the eyes like, I'm not going to give you that. That's a lot of authority. I was like, but is there any legalities or policies that you shouldn't give me? He's like, yeah, it means Arbab, it's the boss. I can't give you. The boss is only the boss. I was like, okay. But I got it.
How did you get it?
Because I'm with the truth. I don't give up. I didn't take his word and I was like, no, I have to research that. Because my whole branding from the beginning, the word Arbab came from a long story. We'll talk about it later. But it means something for me. So if it's not that, I'm not going to start the business. And that's that. So when I got it, what I want to say is, you should be very persistent when you really pursue something. And you're going to go through some times that really, how can I say, that will really shatter your ego, bro. It will shatter your ego.
Give me an example, or tell me a story of a time
like,
that
for example,
shattered your
all right,
ego.
let me tell you this. So every New Year for the past 5 years, I volunteer with Dubai government. I live in downtown. I always volunteer with Dubai Police, Dubai Municipality, and other entities, Dubai Health, to support them in the security protocols and everything around downtown area. Every year. This year I did as well. Sadly, we were supposed to meet the volunteers team and the head of the volunteers team to get my badges. I went the way I look now, with my earrings and my necklace. And he looks at me, he's like, Fahad? I was like, yeah. He's like, in front of everyone, bro, everyone. We're talking about over 35 Emiratis, yeah? Can I talk to you outside? I was like, okay. So we go outside, he looks at me, stands in front of me, and he says, what's that look? I was like, excuse me? He's like, everyone is inside, you're wearing earrings. I was like, that's not your problem. Now, am I breaking any law? I was like, in the beginning, why are you even talking about my earrings?
Yeah.
I'm here to volunteer and serve my country. You, on the other hand, you got to give me my badge. And if you have a problem with that, let's take it downtown. Come with me. We'll talk to the big bosses downstairs, the CIDs. And that's that. And of course, I'm saying the right thing. I know I'm going to win in the end because I'm not saying something wrong.
Yeah.
But why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to go through this with my people?
Is that because of culture?
Yes.
That the
because
way
of the
that you dress or the way that you hold yourself is not culturally acceptable?
Let me flip it. If I was a volunteer that's going to take his badge from that head of the volunteer team, yeah? My name was Mandi Lal. Yeah? I'm from Gujarat. I'm Orthodox. I'm putting earrings. Would it matter to him?
No comment from my side.
Thank you, sir. I think we wrap it up right here. Ladies and gents, till next week.
Thank
Fry
you.
Pod. Next time we're going to fry someone. Alex, thank you
Now
for coming.
we're like frying each other, or we're just having like open discussion. But I'm loving the vibe, man. This is the second one. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. We're kind of just having open conversation about topics which interest us, and I hope that you get value. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you
Peace out,
next time.
pumpkins.